Happy New Year, friends and family. How are you today? Um, Today, our topic will be um, saving money. Okay, so um, you have to live, you have to um, get to everywhere, and you have to eat, and you have to pay rent. Um, these can be very expensive. That's why in big cities, so many people are homeless. They simply cannot afford a roof over their head. So today's saving money topic will um, go from two directions. One is your food, and the other one is your transportation. So for the food part, if you work in food service, always get free food. That is almost a rule because usually they give you free food in food service, and and if um, say when I was working in Steak Escape, I don't know whether that restaurant is still here right now. Maybe they're called Charlie's right now. Um, we used to say, I make a sandwich, and then some guy in Taco John's make a giant taco for me, and we'll just toss it to each other and exchange it. So every day I get to eat different kinds of food. And so if you work in food service, don't skip the chance for the free food. Always get it. That will save your grocery bill. And for transportation part, um, having your own cars can be very expensive. Um, a Porsche can easily get to like 6 digits if you want to. So some people in their midlife, it's called midlife crisis, they like to drive fancy cars to attract women. Trust me, you don't want to do that. If you're a young kid, have a car at a young age is nothing but trouble. And if you and your girlfriend has one car, just share that car. Do not think of, oh yeah, I want to have a fancy car, I want to drive around, I want girls all look at me. No, 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 no. You're getting yourself in some serious trouble, and that you do not want to do that. And otherwise, public transportation are usually pretty reliable too. So if you want to get out by yourself, um, get to know the schedule of buses and and get around with bus. That's fine too, especially for if you live in a big city. Or if you live in Boston, you can walk everywhere. You don't even need public transportation. And this is what I think about food and and transportation. If you want to save money on your lodging, there's a homeless option I'm not recommending. So, and for food, um, if you really want to eat well, eat right, and you want to all spend your own money, you're looking um, at least $600 per person per month. It isn't worth it. If you work in restaurant, eat in your restaurant. And if your restaurant is tossing out leftover food, take advantage of that. And after that, if you have rest of the money, there's some fancy stuff like fresh mango or super nice pomegranate or some a big watermelon. Or if there's farmers market, always visit there and find the best fresh produce you need. So with all these, you can eat alright with only a couple dollars per month, and you can eat great if you have extra $100 for your food. And if after your food, after your lodging and transportation, you still have leftover money, think about invest it a little bit in a savings account. Or after you take your finance class, think about stock markets. That can be fun too. And if one day you have some extra money, you really don't know what to do with it, a fancy, really safe car can be an option. But I did see some people with fancy cars. John Kerry lives in the neighborhood in Beacon Hills. He has a Porsche. I think that's like a 20-year-old Porsche. He's a very rich person, married a really rich woman, and he didn't get a super fancy Porsche or something like the newest version. So that means there should be another example. You see all the people who own super fancy cars, they end up getting into trouble. We'll talk about those troubled people in another video. Today's video is kind of too short. Okay, thank you so much, friend and family. Thank you for listening, and Happy New Year. This is what I understanding about how to save money. You can feel free to tell me I'm not right. Overall, I'm not a big fan of buying fancy cars. It's a waste of money. So, thank you so much for listening. I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.